Hello everyone, welcome back to the second part tutorial of how to model the pumpkin. This time what we're going to do is we're going to create the overall scene as like background, simple texturing and lightning. Now I made this part already and I just thought that maybe something is wrong there. So even though it went fine, I'm like let's go ahead and try to see what else is there. So what I want you to do here is I want you to go and create a plane. Okay, this plane you're gonna scale it up like that, and because the camera is right now well facing this facial expression here of that pumpkin, I'm gonna expand that a little bit that way with the scale tool. You can bring it here a little bit, right click, choose vertices. Let's grab 4 rows of vertices and rotate them in this direction like that. You can bring it even a little bit closer. You can grab these two now, bring them like so, and then grab this one only and push it that way. So if you press 3, you will have a nice background that way. I'm gonna press F8, bring it back to object mode, and I'm gonna stretch this like so, and I will bring this a little bit closer to that curved area here. Alright, so this is a good starting point, and what we will do now is we're gonna build simple shaders, and I'm gonna create new window for Chrome. I don't know what I'm surfing there. Anyway, um, you're gonna type in like I don't know, wall texture. Okay, this will be a very helpful thing. We're gonna go over images, and you can see we have this one here. I'm interested on that, but I can also be interested on these and just about everything that looks with those patterns of things. So maybe this one is a good one. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna click view image and simply drop this on my um, here. Okay. I'm gonna click it and call it pumpkin one. Okay. And when I'm done with this, I'm gonna click here and type in HDRI deviant art. Okay, you will see a few links here: 1, 2, 3, 4, and even one here. I want you to take this one, which is basically has this entire list here, and you can choose any of those packs. So this is a pack, this is a pack, that one, and that one, and you can see also the URL address, right? So I'm gonna choose this one because I like that one. Okay, that one, and I already have it. So you're gonna go and download it. You just need to click here, download here, and we're gonna use number 20 or maybe 5, or I don't know, those that has a little bit of black to it. Okay, we shall see. So download it and make sure you have it. Let's go back into Maya. The first thing we're gonna do is building the shader. So right click, choose assign. Well, wait, sorry. You're gonna go over Window, Setting Preferences, Plugin Manager, and down here you need to search for Maya2mr.mel. If you are using Windows, it should be Maya2mr or something like that. .mel. If you are using Mac OS, this is what you need to have. You click load and you tick the auto load. This is for next time you open Maya, and close this. Now basically if you right click, choose assign new material, you will see the mental rate tab here. You want to click on my material X. You will see this my material X tab here. You want to click here, choose any orange color like this. You want to change the reflectivity to something very low. We don't need to have reflectivity at all. Just gonna make it look plastic, so I don't want to use any of that. Okay, maybe just lower or something like so. We have a bump map. Bump map, basically this is what will make your out surface here to look a little bit you know, oh well, bump map. Yeah, I will need to to explain this. This is kind of funny. Anyway, you click here on this checkered box. You click on File, and what you need to do is you will see this thing. I want you to set this into 0.200, okay? And switch to this tab and click on this folder. Now you need to navigate to that wall texture that I just downloaded. So I'm gonna search for pumpkin 1, this one, and I'm gonna click open. Okay. Now, just to see what we really got here, what the bump map do. Whenever you render something, well, you need to render this on my mental array. So I'm clicking this gear take here, and you have here from render using choose mental array. So now, well, let's go do this on the fly. You scroll down from the common tab, you make sure that this, just for now, it's 540, okay? And you switch to render option, and you uncheck this option, okay? You need to clear it. You're gonna go over quality, type in 1.8, come on, 1.8, and you want to go over legacy options and make sure that global illumination and final gathering are both ticked. You don't want to mess around with too much with the values. It's not necessary. We are ain't going to do something which is too advanced, okay? You're gonna go to Scene tab, click Create, where it says Environment, Image-Based Lighting, and this is where we're gonna go and plug in our HDRI map file. So you click on Create, it will turn into Delete, and here this will pop out. You need to click here, and you need to navigate to that pack that you downloaded from that website of DeviantArt. I said that I'm gonna use 20 or any of those. Now I don't have any preview thumbnail, so you won't see any preview here. So by seeing that, page there with all those examples, I will rely on the 20. Okay, so click close, and basically what we've done, we created this thing now that I'm gonna zoom out so you can see it. Okay, this is the IBL, image-based lighting. It's taking HDR pictures and it's casting their values. Basically, this is sort of a good explanation. I don't know. It's just basically taking all the HDR values and casting them into your scene as if this is were sort of a light source. Okay, so you can scale it or move it around, but usually whenever you create it, it's calculating whatever you have inside the middle, I think. This is just from earlier experiments that I've done the last couple of years. Every time it's changed the size according to whatever I had in the scene. So yeah, so because we have that one, this is pretty much the size that fits this, and we need a few more light sources. So right now we're gonna first take a first render to check what this is all about, what's going on here. I'm gonna click render, and let's see what this will give us. I think I need to zoom in a little bit more. All right, so you can see what it's done, right? It looks like some sort of a clay thing, and I'm gonna zoom in very much here just to see those bumps a little bit clearly. Now the bump map, this is what basically done all these little things here, you see, that way. All right, we are not going to UV map this much at all, I think. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab this as it is. I'm gonna go over UV spherical here while it's in object mode. This will try to put at least put our bump map in a way that it will look smooth. So I'm gonna try and now go on and render this. And yeah, okay, I don't see much of a difference, but you can see they are more crowded now. They are like more okay, like that, and that's fine. We don't need something other than that. The only thing that I do have a problem is about these areas, okay? So if you're gonna grab these and you're gonna double click on those and you're gonna double click on those and you do something like uh, putting your camera that way, okay? And you're gonna go over UV based on camera, okay? So now maybe this areas will be a little bit better. I'm just gonna render a section here to see how they are performing here. So yeah, they are fixed here in this areas. They are looking a little bit better than before. So this is just a simple way on how to deal with these. So we've done that. Now we want to um, basically lower down a little bit the the look of that, and I'm gonna basically, you know what, I'm gonna show you what happens with other file that I chose, which I prefer to use that file, not this file but the other one. So let me show you, just so you will have a basic idea, uh, more of like uh, telling you you should try. You see, this is the other one. I like it much better. And I'm gonna show you how it looks. I think I haven't reloaded it, or maybe I did. Let me see. File, reload, and do this. Yeah, it's the same. No, it's not. It's not the same. Like it's this. This is the one. Okay, so that's good. And I don't know. Maybe it looks the same. Maybe it's not. But it's not. But for me, it looks pretty much good. I can handle this one. Now it's not smooth preview, by the way. So I'm gonna smooth this preview, and right now I'm gonna right click, choose face. I'm gonna click on that center face here, and what I will do is I'm gonna hold down shift pressed, and I'm gonna go over select, and I will show you this grow and shrink. I'm not sure if you are familiar with those. I'm trying to announce every keys that I'm using, so for some of you who knows this, sorry that you need to go over this again and again. So the shrink and the grow and the shrink has these two symbols, both of them just one line above your space bar on your keyboard, and from the right you will see them basically above the alt key. So there are these two characters which, with combination with shift, they will grow and shrink the selection. So I'm gonna do the shift and the right arrow, okay, the arrow that points to the right side, and you can see it grows by sections. Now because I picked a center, this is picking only what's surrounding that next in at this hierarchy, okay, or this flow. So I selected those, and what I will do here is I'm gonna right click, choose assign new material, choose mental array, Maya material X. This is Maya material X2. I'm gonna change it to brown, just so it will be easy. Tap the enter key, choose a brown color like that, that's fine, and get rid of the reflectivity and the glossiness as much as you can. Okay, you can leave just a slight reflection and glossiness. It won't be that bad. I'm gonna press F8, bring it back to object mode. Well, F8, bring it back to object mode. Okay, and right now we're gonna create a light source. So no, sorry, I'm gonna create another shader for this one. So right click, assign new material, Maya, sorry, mental ray, Maya material X. I'm gonna change the color here to black. I don't know why, but I want to have it as black, so I'm creating black. Reflectivity, you want to lower it down as much as you can. So does this glossiness, just bring it down. Maybe have a little bit of glossiness, but not too much, okay? something like that, 0.046, 0.176. With that, you're gonna leave it. You don't want to do anything else beside that. You can call it black. I don't know if it helps you to keep this scene organized. It's not a big scene, so it's not well. You won't get you know, confused or something. Anyway, right now the shaders are assigned. We need some light source. We already have a light source, which is the IBL, this thing here, but we want another light source inside. So let's create light, point light, and and if you press move tool, you will only be on the light. So switch to move tool and bring this up here. Now there is the second option, which means if you press T as like tuna fish, um, it will show you two different um, you know, handles, gizmos like this. So one is for the direction or the target, and one is for adjusting the light. So I'm gonna undo that, and I just want you to know that. So if you switch to move tool, it will turn off. If you press T, you will see it. And this is goes for all the lights. I'm almost sure about that. So I'm putting this here, just there, and I will maybe change the position for it, okay? But right now, from the light tab here, I'm gonna choose an orange color as like that. I'm gonna change the decay rate to quadratic, and here I will put in something like 40 and hit the enter. And this is pretty much for this. I'm gonna create another light source, area light. You're gonna grab the area light, it's centered there, and if you press T on your keyboard, you will see the other handle. I'm gonna point the handle to that nice pumpkin, and I'm gonna move this up. You can see it follows there. You can scale it up, and if you press 7 on your keyboard, it will show you how the light is casting on that surface. So you can see I'm I'm scaling it up. Usually only the area light. Whenever you scale it up, it's also controlling the intensity. The other lights, it's not working like that. But with the area light, as long that you controlling this, you need to be very careful with the intensity here. Okay, these are two both same. They are not like controlling each other. They are just adding to each other or decreasing from each other. So I'm gonna choose here quadratic, and I'm gonna eliminate this at all. I'll just simply delete this and press. Well, let's press 0. Okay. You won't see any light here. And what we want to do with this is we want to expand this mental array and then area light, choose use light shape. I'm not going to touch any settings except clicking emit photons, type in here 10,000, okay, and here you can add maybe one more 0 to this. So let's try and render this and see what this will give us, okay. Let's click render. Now remember, the first render was with a lot of light, but it was seen like gray, and right now we have tones of light and it's almost translucent, so you know, like transparent, or I don't know what, but it looks good. I like this. I like the idea of this, but it's too much light, so I will need to take back a little bit the area light and try to make it better. I'm gonna press escape to stop this render because it will take time, and and I'm good at consuming time, so trying to save you some uh, minutes or seconds here. I'm backing it off a little bit, and I'm gonna maybe reduce this by 0 because maybe it's too much, and I'm gonna take another render like so. Let's see. Still too much bright, but I can I like it, and it's not too bad. I still need maybe to lower down a little bit the intensity of the inner light there, the point light that someone here is freaking out down there with the horn of his car. So let's grab that light. I'm sorry about that, guys, really. Let's grab that light, and I'm gonna switch to move tool, and I'm gonna try maybe bring it. No, I don't want to bring this. I'm gonna bring it down maybe. Yeah, I mean, like, usually it will be brought down if you think of this, because the candle is somewhere midway, I don't know. But I'm gonna try and do here at 20 instead of uh, so much intensity. It, it will still be very highlighted no matter what I will do here. I need to really tweak those a lot. Or maybe not, I don't know. We shall see. Alright, that car is just freaking me out. Yeah, that's nice, but I'm just gonna say one thing. What I'm trying to get is up, you know, I'm trying to get that the intensity won't be so high that I will be able to see like those curves there inside the interior. So some parts of the interior will be um, not not will be that highlighted. Well, so I can see them. This is what I meant. I mean, this one is much better. I can see the lips of that mouth. Uh, I think it's still got to do right now with the photons that I'm emitting from that area light. I like the way it's going, but from what I've done in my own, uh, the thumbnail that I created for this tutorial, I will show you exactly what I've done, and from there it will be easy for you to also do the same. Yeah, that's good. That's not too bad. Okay. I mean, it is very, very orange, like it was an orange, but I like the way it looks. Maybe I will just simply grab that. Let's choose to bring this back to 8,000 and do this. Okay. I'll simply take quick render just to see the tones of these. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, that's good. That's a good point. I'm gonna stop the render. I like what I see here, and what you can also see is that the light that's emitting from inside is basically spilling spilling outside from the mouth and the eyes. So if I would be very far away from the camera and I will shoot that scene from here, you will see the lights are spreading all across here. So you just want to take this in mind. Those are like back reflected lights that can just add a little bit too much to the scene. uh, just trying to render this so you will see it. Okay, so you see these lights here. It's not reflecting too much because I blurred that shader of that surface, the background surface, but take this in mind whenever you render, okay, and you set all this thing. So one thing that I do want to tell you, well, I don't want to tell you many things, but one at a time. Whenever I created this, you could take a copy of this before I started to create the, you know, the eyes and the mouth, and you could save another copy just for having a simple, not carved uh, pumpkin, okay? And you know, you could continue with whatever I'm doing, and then create the same branch here, the branch here at the top, just as I did here. Just do that at the other one without the face expression. So this is one thing, and you can populate this more. I mean, there are many there are, well, you can grab this, sorry, you can grab this and you can grab that, and maybe you're gonna grab this and do edit delete by type history, and you're gonna grab this, sorry, and that one, control D, duplicate this. Remember, this will be a lot of light there, okay? And I'm gonna pause now because I'm gonna take a render here for these two guys, but just be aware that you can also go over create text, click here. I chose to type in Happy Halloween. I used Trotello font. I'm not sure. I think it comes with macOS or maybe with Maya. So this is the one. This is the font that I used. And what I've done, I simply click here bevel. Chose, well, here you choose the font, regular size for it. You click OK. Here you take a bevel, you click apply, and it will be created there in the center. Oops, so let's close this thing and let's rotate this in front of the camera that way. And you can come here and assign immediately the orange one. This is the orange one, of course, okay? And well, it's not of course, let me see. This is my material one. Yeah, this is the orange one, okay. And then you can grab this one and grab that one, that one, that one. You see, you do a face selection basically to the entire words here. They are overlapping each other here. I don't know what's going on with this font, but it's not really meant for Maya, but it's still nice. So you can right click, choose assign existing material, and choose the black inside. This is exactly what I've done with my own thumbnail and, you know, this thing I've done. Anyway, happy Halloween. You can maybe turn it a little bit towards you, move it like so. I'm gonna change the settings here to common and HD 1080. So nothing really fancy, it's really simple. We are not paying too much attention for texturing and stuff like that, trying to make some shortcuts but still get something that can be used. So with that, I'm gonna click render and I will pause this and I will get back to you. I'm bringing back just for a second and I'm gonna re-render this. Um, this is too yellow. I want to change this something more of like 1 second. Me busy. Anyway, I need to change this a little bit to more orange sort of color or tone. So I'm gonna do this that way, or more of like so. Okay, that horn is just I don't know, it's pissing me off right now, but they are working, and what can I say? Okay, I'm gonna render this and I'm gonna get back when it's finished. So this is what this is how this render turned out to be. I changed, I changed the color because it really was looking more of like uh, too much bright. And I want to say something about the bump map. I used something that makes it look a little bit like real orange than rather than pumpkin. So I'm gonna suggest you to create to take a new maybe a new one. So let's say pumpkin texture, and you will see those strips of like that. Okay, these. Okay, let's find something that will look like that. Well, it's not that far away from that, but you can add also something with strips just to enhance this strips all along over those sections. And it's just another idea, nothing that you must follow. And I'm gonna minimize this, and I'm gonna show you something. Now, I want to continue maybe this a little bit more with a little bit more objects, that's related to customs and things like that. But I want to give you right now a direct answer, and this is why I'm doing this. If I'm gonna I don't know, decide to continue with creating more stuff to this, I will. But right now, what we're gonna do is we simply gonna go over save image. Now you do this from this window, not from that window. You do file here, and you're gonna save this somewhere on your well, I'm gonna do this here in the documents. So I call it pumpkin and click save. Okay. Now I'm gonna close this. You can save your file, you can do whatever you feel like. I'm gonna minimize this. I'm gonna open Photoshop. This is what I have done. So I'm gonna take file open. I'm gonna go over my documents, load up the pumpkin, and you will see that it's really dark like so. And that's okay because this is the problem with sRGB and RGB and all this stuff, linear workflow and whatever. You want to take this lock and throw it to your garbage. Just drag it to your garbage and right click, choose duplicate layer. Okay, I think I already done this one time in my tutorials, one of them, so probably some of you know that. You just take this one after you moved it, after you duplicate it, and what you want to do is you want to go and uh, click here and choose linear dodge. Okay, this will lighten up a little bit your scene here. Now you don't want to do this too much because it will burn out. So let's say we can do a opacity of like, no, let's skip it. Let's create another one, another duplicated layer. So right now it's really burned out. You don't want to burn it too much, but you can, you know what, I'm going to delete this one. I will simply, yeah, I want to delete it. And I'm going to hold Alt key and click here on that mask, okay? So when you do this to this one, it will turn back to be a little bit more darker. See? You're going to take a brush, okay? Right click, choose a scale for your brush. Choose some of the airbrushes that you have and switch here to white color. Now we're going to reveal some parts of this, so it will stand out. Some of the parts will stand out and will give it a look a little bit better than what it was. Okay, you don't want to do this to the entire thing. You may want to keep some of the areas a little bit darkened, as I did in my own piece there. Okay, so just play a little bit, lighten up all the things. Of course, the letters you can enhance them totally. Maybe I used a little bit too dark in orange there, but nothing that Photoshop can fix, right? Photoshop can add a lot to this, so I'm gonna lighten up some of the areas in the eyes here. I don't know, maybe save this that way, and just a little bit here in the eyes to make it glow, and in the mouth maybe 2 spots, nothing more than that. This will be more than what it should have. Now the only problem here is our branches, that they are not really you can't really see them. Now I don't think that's bad, okay? Don't get me wrong, it's not bad, it's just not perfect that way. And I'm gonna show you the other one, what I've done. Here you can see them because the way that they are angled, but in some parts here you can't really see them. So you wanna choose maybe other background to really do this thing. I can easily go and take this layer and maybe choose the one tool and click on the entire thing here, but I will lose all this 3D information, you know, that beveled stuff here, and also the branch, so maybe I won't do it after all. Anyway, this is how you're gonna make it if you want to make it that way. uh, I will see what I can do with expanding this tutorial, but right now I'm really into doing the other one, which I already started and has so many parts. So excuse me about that. And just few last things. I want to wish you all happy Halloween. Those who celebrating this, or those who not celebrating this but still feel, uh, have some, I don't know. Well, uh, I can't express really what I want to say. Anyway, guys, have a good day. I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.